Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free picks. So today's video, guys, brought to you by BetOpenly.com, the world's first peer-to-peer sports betting site. So if you're not betting there, guys, check them out. You pay a 1% commission instead of paying like minus 110. You only pay a 1% commission only on bets you win. So when you lose, you pay absolutely no juice. And honestly, guys, it is the future of sports betting. So check them out. Yesterday, guys, what a heartbreaking day. Seriously, what a heartbreaking day. So we went 1-2. We lost both our 2-unit plays. And I say heartbreaking because, I mean, you're going to get losses, right? I mean, there's no question about that. You're going to get losses. You're going to lose, 44, 46% of the time. That's just the nature of sports betting. But when those rare opportunities come along where, I mean, Vegas really misprices the line and all the conditions line up favorably, right? I mean, we had the wind blowing in. We had a great under umpire, and then things just don't go your way. It's frustrating. I mean, it is frustrating. I'd be lying to say if it wasn't frustrating. But again, these are the types of days where, I always tell you guys when we're on the winning streaks, you gotta, keep yourself grounded, put it behind you. Same thing. When you have a day like that, today was one of those rare days where I woke up and my first thought was of yesterday's game, and that's not good. That's not what you want, right? So, again, normally, like I said, I told you guys in a video before. If you haven't seen the video, it's out there. I told you guys in a video before, at the end of a day, I have 2 songs I listen to, both by The Who, and one song I listen to when I win, one song I listen to when I lose, and it's really just like a habit. I do it now. I kind of start, that's when I start to go back over the previous day's games. But part of listening to that and part of that ritual is that when that song is over, so is that day. Okay. Win, lose, or draw, right? I mean, I put it behind me emotionally, and I found myself today. I did that yesterday. I found myself today, I woke up and I'm like, yeah, thinking about the game. So anyways, guys, it happens, right? It happens. I mean, yesterday with the Cleveland KC game, it was unfortunate because I know we lost, but we were on the right side. I don't think you can argue that. The line moved a full point. We went from 8.5 down to 7.5 by game time. We had a no-hitter going into the 8th inning. Okay, when you have no hitters going in the 8th, game shouldn't be over. But that's not the kicker. That's not the worst part. The worst part of that game, guys, is 11 runs, okay? All 11 runs from Kansas City were scored with 2 outs. So, talk about emotional roller coaster. You get in a good position with 2 outs, and then 11 runs. 7 of those runs were produced with 2 outs, nobody on base. I felt like watching a Yankees game, right? It was 2 outs, nobody on base, and they managed to produce 7 runs. So, yeah, it was a heartbreaker, guys. Bad bounce, but whatever. Okay, you know what? We finished 1-2. We lost the 2-unit plays. Masterclass, we fared a little bit better, guys. We ended up going 3-1. So anyways, on to today, guys. I have a fairly busy day. So I have 4 plays for you guys. So 4 plays. In Masterclass, I have an additional 4 plays for you guys. So my full card today is 8 plays. If you guys are interested in getting the Masterclass plays, there is a link down below. You have to do it from a computer. You can't do it from your phone. I don't know why, but you can just click that link and join. But make sure if you want the full card, you have to join Masterclass plus full card to get all my picks. If you just join the Masterclass, you'll get great content in terms of our weekly videos, which will be out this weekend. But if you want all my picks every single day, it's Masterclass plus full card. All right. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's get cracking on today. All right. So, first off, guys, we're going to hit you up with some Wnba action. So a little Wnba action. Been crushing Wnba this year. Really, really good. I think some of our guys in Masterclass can attest to that. And so I'm just going to move some of the Wnba over to the free side, guys. So the first game I have, guys, is Seattle and Phoenix. All right. So Seattle, Phoenix, we are going to go over 165. So Seattle Phoenix going over 165 minus 105. All right. So Seattle Phoenix over 165 minus 105. Next game, guys. All right. So we have Boston and the Raptors. All right. Game 7, the all-important Game 7. Boston and the Raptors. It's really funny because someone messaged me on here and they said, life's too short to bet NBA playoffs under. Well, I find that funny, but I disagree. I find life's too short not to accumulate all the money that you can when it's there. So, guys, without further ado, we have steam on this game. We have a couple system indicators hit 58 and 60% of the time. They're focused on Game 6 and 7 in the NBA playoffs, guys. We are going to take Boston and Toronto to go under 204.5. Sorry to my friend who commented, but we're going Boston, Toronto under 204.5. All right. So one more pick in that game as well, guys. So we have a bit of steam on this game. I have a couple system indicators on a side for this game. I do not take this team lightly because I do happen to be a fan. And I've talked about this in the past, guys. When you're taking your own team, do everything in your power to talk yourself out of that being a pick. And if it still is a pick, then it's a pick, okay? So the reality is, guys, I have system indicators. The numbers are there. The steam, we have some steam on the game, and that is on the Toronto Raptors. Now, ultimately, guys, on a personal level, I think when you go deep into a series like this, like Game 7, a lot comes down to the benches, okay? And that is where the Raptors have an absolute advantage over probably any team in the NBA because they have probably the best bench in the NBA. So as it gets deeper, guys, let's look at it this way, okay? If the starting lineups can play close ball to one another, give or take a couple points, the Raptors bench can give them that key advantage. So we are going to go with the Toronto Raptors plus 2.5 minus 105. This is a very contrarian play, guys. The entire world is on Boston in this game, not us, guys. We are going with the Sharps. We're going against the public. We're going contrarian. We're going with steam. We're going with system indicators. We're going with the Toronto Raptors plus 2.5. All right. So last pick, guys. I have one in baseball for you. They burned us last night, so we're going to jump right back on them, right? No, we're going with the Chicago Cubs and Milwaukee Brewers. We're going over 9 minus 115. So this line, we missed 8.5. Unfortunately, we missed 8.5, but I do like the over in this game, guys. There's 4 different steam bets on the over and a reverse line move. Eventually, that line did budge. It moved from 8.5 and went up to 8, or 8.5. Sorry, it went up to 9. But we still like the over in this, guys. So we're going Cubs, Milwaukee, over 9 minus 115. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Tough day. Again, if you're frustrated about the results, that's okay. If you're frustrated about the money you lost, then bankroll management. All right. And again, I preach that again and again and again because again, I know we have a lot of new viewers coming on. I think we're close to like 4,000 subs now, right? Which it just kind of like happened. So, again, I always talk about bankroll management, guys, but you have to practice it, right? I mean, you have to practice it and like still, we just went on Masterclass 1 like 10 days in a row. First loss yesterday, barely, but first loss yesterday. And again, the very next day after a 10-day winning streak, I get people messaging on there. It's like, oh, my bankroll, that game really hurt. This game really hurt. No one game should ever hurt. Okay, let me put it that way. No one game should ever hurt. All right. So, with that being said, guys, let me pose this to you. Okay, practice proper bankroll management, and you will still enjoy the excitement of sports betting without the sorrows of getting crushed, betting all your money on the wrong sides on one day, right? I mean, if you are betting 10%, 15%, 20% of your bankroll on one game, I promise you, I will bet you any dollar amount you want that over 1,000 games, you will lose your entire bankroll. Unequivocally. No question. Okay? So, guys, stop doing it to yourself, okay? I don't like reading those messages because, again, I do care. I do care. I mean, the whole reason I started this, guys, was to educate people. And I got so tired of, hearing people like just talking about the biggest nonsense. And there's so many scam artists out there, and it's all just like, a big sham, and people really don't understand it. It's crazy because, like, I mean, I would think if you guys were to invest in the stock market, you would have a firm understanding of how a stock might work, right? Whereas like sports betting, I mean, I read it every day. People are betting on bets and they don't even know how it works, right? I mean, like there's like a weather delay and people don't even understand, like, oh, what? I don't get paid on my total if I don't win. It's like, how do you not understand sports betting and you're going to sports bet? So guys, this is your hard-earned money. Protect it. And part of protecting it is not going crazy. So anyways, I didn't want to make today about a bankroll management rant, but you guys know me. I love making bankroll management rants. So protect your money, guys. Please protect your money. When you have a really, really crushing day, like a really bad day, like a 0 for 7, an 0 for 8, something like that. And it happens, right? When you have one of those days, guys, and you're practicing bankroll management, it's not devastating. You come back from it the next few days and soldier on. I've had days, guys, I'm being 100% straight. I've had like back-to-back days where I've gone like, 0-6 and like 2-7 or something like that, like back-to-back days. And ask yourself, how many of you guys on that third day, like emotionally, how many of you guys on that third day would have like, upped your bets, started chasing, blah, 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 blah. Because again, you're looking at back-to-back days with like ugly losses, right? The opposite is true. Okay, you look, evaluate, lower the unit size, build out of it. Well, it could have taken weeks, to build up that, that profit. It could have potentially, but in my particular case, it didn't. It took 4 days. It took 4 days to get back, and then we're back in the positive. But, had I overreacted and, raised my bet size and then continued on a downward spiral, well, we might not be sitting here having that conversation today, right? Because I'd be out doing an honest day's work instead of doing this. So anyways, guys, again, I'm looking out for your best interests, okay? And I'm not sitting here puffing hot air just for the sake of talking, okay? I really, really, really want to drive this message home. If you guys don't understand bankroll management, okay? If you don't understand it, watch my video on bankroll management. If you still don't get it, guys, message me, do whatever, okay? I'm tired of seeing people, upset because they've lost too much money on 1 or 2 particular games, all right? 1 game should never matter. 2 units or not, ever. All right? Love you guys. Thank you very much. And as always, have a very lucky day.